Hello and welcome to my live. I'm Artful Roger. Tonight is Thursday, May 16th. Don't ask me why I always look at my watch to see what day it is, like I don't know that it's Thursday, May 16th, but it's 7 p.m. here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you're seeing this here on TikTok, you're seeing me live. That's why they call these live sessions. If you're seeing me, well, I'm not going to say unalive, but pre-recorded, you're looking at me on my YouTube channel under the same name, Roger with a D. Those of you watching tonight, if you want to look back in history and see some of the sessions that I've done here with my Artful Roger crew, those things are archived on the YouTube channel, so you can check us out there. But welcome, whether you're here on TikTok tonight or you're joining me as a has-been, because what you're looking at has been already shown. Okay? We got that clear. Housekeeping complete. Crew, Henry, you're here. I'm glad. Woo! I got one crew member here. Henry has arrived. Yvonne, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. This is the new theme for the Artful Roger Lives going forward. It's going to be these shirts. There's going to be probably a different shirt for every session. We can thank a certain person on the crew. Lori, welcome. Lori, thank you for being here. I appreciate you moderating. And Lori, tonight, which I know you guys do, but if there's any kind of question you see that keeps coming up that I'm not noticing, if you would pin it so I can at least notice it and get an answer for people, just in case it happens. But yeah, the shirt, a gift from the initial idea for the shirts came from Gay and May, and this has become part of it. So we're going to be wearing these shirts now because I think it's a great way to add some color to the session. Hey, Donna, welcome. We got a few people coming in. We're just kind of slow starting tonight. Yeah, we've got it. We got 22 people in the live. We'll give it a chance for some of the other folks to join in because I've been so out of, I've not been in sync with doing lives because I was doing them 2 times a week, especially back in January when it was cold and the days were short and it got dark, at 5:30. Now that it's getting dark at 9:30, it's a little bit different. I look at my watch and I'm like, oh my God, it's 6:30. I've got to do a live. So that's what's been happening. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, this is an awesome shirt. I'm going to model the back of this thing. Beautiful. These things are on Amazon. They're made by a company, I think, called Jogal, Jogal. I think that's right. But beautiful selection of colors. Yeah, I love it. Mary Therese, whoo, you're here. I'm so glad. I saw your name pop up in a little message earlier, and I'm glad that you've joined. So a few of you are on board. Yeah, what we're doing tonight is we are going to continue our progress on our clock case, the current one that we're working on, our third and final clock case actually in the little set that we've done. Our 3 girls, as we call them, Julene, Chevrine, and the final sister that we're working on tonight is Judine. So we're just getting started with her. Has Chipper Doodle, has she arrived? Did I miss Chipper? I would be positive Chipper's here. Hey, Tim. Tim the Doughboy has entered the chat. Let the party begin. Chipper, woohoo! Glad you're here. Yes, Chipper, that's the way to do it. Love the comment, that's right. Gay and May, yes. So Gay and May, you would appreciate this shirt, I'm sure. Don't you love it? Do you love these colors? It's almost like something you would have picked out, right? I did miss your entrance because I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at that and not looking at this because it does not translate well on my YouTube channel when I look at it because I'm only responding to you guys and no one knows what's going on. Gay, I'm glad you love it because me too. I think this one is probably my favorite one so far. I really like this one a lot. And I am going to be doing some painting tonight. Not anything extensive, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of painting up close. So I think we're going to be okay. And it's water-based paint, so I'm sure it will come out of the shirt. Please, I don't want to ruin it. This shirt is going to get worn into the real world, not just here on a TikTok Live, because I like it that much. Yeah, thank you, Husker Kathy. Kathy is saying I'm reading this comment for YouTube. She says the colors look good on me, so thank you for that. Chipper, I am so glad you're here. And Chipper, thank you for sharing those photos on your YouTube. I'm sorry, on your TikTok. That cactus was impressive. That thing is, if you guys get a chance, take a look at her videos, and she posted one of a few of her plants. I think Tim commented on the mushrooms, which were really incredible, which I don't know if you grew the mushrooms. I think they happened in the garden. But the cactus looks like it's loving life. It's beautifully blooming. Gorgeous. Yeah, so yes, Catherine, this clock case, I've got this one out. This is Chevrine. This is the one we finished. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into this because I want people, there may be some new people here tonight that don't know what we're doing, but I just want to bring people up to speed. This is Chevrine. I'm going to show you real quick. We're converting empty clock cases into these little worlds here. And we've got three sisters. We've got a blue sister. This is the green sister. And we've got a pink sister. So we're working on the pink sister's house. The green one, I'm showing you green because we just recently finished this one. And we do it as a group, come up with the color scheme and the wallpaper and the drapery and all of that. And that's how it happens. Hey, Sarah, welcome. So that's what we're working on tonight. So let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and put Chevrine away since most of us on here know who this is and what it's about. I told you in the little promo I did for this upcoming live that I'm going to be painting. And you remember it had marble on it. Well, this is it now. So I actually took a couple of PTO days. I was off today. I'm off again tomorrow. Tomorrow's all day in the garden. Today was all day working on this. But this is what I've done. Garrett must have snuck in, and Little B's here too. Guys, I'm sorry I'm not seeing you when you pop in, but I'm glad you guys are all here. But you see that I had to paint over. Henry, the ammonia did not work. I ended up having to paint over the smoke damage. It was cigarette tar that had damaged the coloring, so it was really terrible. So, painted it in. I've done something I've never done before. I'm painting, this is the part you can't see. So when you're looking in the window in the front, you can't see this part, but I'm painting all of this white, including the ceiling. This is white chalk paint, by the way. I think it's called cotton. But I'm doing it here where you can't see it because this is reflective. So when we finally get everything in here, this wall that you can't see is going to reflect light back, and so that's why I'm doing it that way. So this is the first. Judine is going to get an upgrade beyond belief. Her house is bigger than everyone else's house, and it's going to be pretty impressive what we have for her. Saving all the clock cases one at a time. That's absolutely right. Steve has already talked me into the clock case we saw last week. You know, I have two of them. This one and a more rustic one. I'll show you. This is the rustic one. I think we're going to leave this one like you see it. I'm going to clean it really well. I'm going to put a polyurethane sealer on it, but I'm leaving all of this discolored. This one is going to be Halloween themed. Hold your applause, Henry. I think Henry wanted me to do one that's Halloween. Steve is obsessed with this thing. He thinks it's very Halloween-esque. So I think what we're going to do with the Halloween theme, and we'll work on this later in the year, but I'm thinking this one is going to have what I'm thinking is putting one of our really beautiful girls, and guys, this is Judine. We're working on her house. This is her house down here we're working on right now. But I'd like to put a really beautiful figure like that in here, but have the house be like cobwebs and, you know, draped furniture, the whole spooky interior, but have a beautiful woman in there with a light on her, like she's a ghost or a specter of the house. Someone like, maybe like her. You know, she could be in there. Her dress is very green, so she might work as a scary little deal. James Bryant has entered the chat. The only reason I know you're here, James, is because the glitter starts flying everywhere. So I know you're here. So there goes the glitter. Thank you, James. Yeah, it could be. I'm thinking, Little B, what I'm thinking is either she walked into a haunted house or she's the ghost, and she doesn't know she's the ghost. So she's in this house that's run down, but she's in here, and she's beautiful, but everything around her is very, you know, haunted house looking is what I'm thinking for this one. But I think this has a really good, dusty, these really are dusted out nicely. I love this look, so I'm not going to be making these look all shiny and gold. But this is coming later in the year. And there's plenty of time to find another figure. She may be the one, I don't know, but we'll see. Did I show this to you? Look at this. Tim, what is this thing? What is this instrument, Tim? Help me out here. Somebody help me out. What is this instrument called? And it too is porcelain made in occupied Japan. I thought it was super cute. I'm going to try to use it. Anyone know what it's called? Tim, that's what I called it. Thank you, Sarah. That's what I called it. Okay, so we're good. Good. Okay, so it is a harpsichord. Someone else called it by a different name, called it another instrument, and I said, I'm pretty sure that's a harpsichord, so I didn't want to go for it. But this is really just an awesome little porcelain piece that I'm looking forward to using in one of these creations. The idea, of course, making these for me is giving these old 1950s and 60s setabouts a place to reside that's permanent, not on some dusty shelf where they're going to get broken. And because we got our 3 girls in a set of 3, our blue, our green, and our pink, I have to finish these guys out. So here we are, back to her house. So this is our girl. There's Judine. There she sits. Her drapery arrived today. Here, these are her drapes. They're way too long and too big. I'm going to be cutting these down, making them smaller. So that's her drapery. So this is the idea. I was thinking that we were going to go kind of a pink and green theme. What do you guys think? She's got a little green in the dress. So there's that. Catherine, I know you love the drapes, but you can live the drapes too. Yes. So that, yeah, I agree, guys. This is good. So green and pink, I thought, just like in Wicked, when she says green and pink they go good together. That's what we're going to go with. So there's that. So here are the ornaments for her tree. These are the ornaments on her Christmas tree. So again, we've got a little golden green theme going on. Tim the Doughboy sent me a sneak peek of the tree. And exactly, Tim, thank you. There it is in the comments. I'm going to read that to the group for YouTube. Gold is definitely the right color for the tree. Tim is doing a bee tree, and it's in gold. I got a sneak peek, and it's great. They look like velvet, but they're not. They have a velvet look, which is perfect for that. But I think the gold Christmas tree, our girl here, that's her. This is kind of the theme. I just want to tell you, these look like chartreuse on the screen right now. I'm looking at it, and they don't look that green. These are definitely a little more muted, pearlescent, beautiful kind of olive tones, but they read like chartreuse. That's really bizarre. But trust me when I tell you, they're muted. I have my card, and I know how to put colors together. It comes with my genetics. It came with the rest of me. And I think some of you know what I'm saying. So here's where I need some input. Windows. These are the 2 windows. I've got this window. Steve says it looks too much like a church. And we've got this one. So we've got arch. Let's call this arches. And let's call this one squares. Anybody want to vote on this and talk about what window they like better for her? And keep it in mind that we're going to be putting the drapery, it's going to be interior like that. That's what it's going to look like. Squares, arches, squares. Oh, it's going to be a split down the middle. Here you go. So there's that. So it's going to be more like this. The curtains need to be shortened. I'm going to cut those, but you see it? There we go. So it looks like square. Okay, Heidi, hang on. I see Heidi's vote. Squares, Sarah Steven. All right. Sorry, Sarah, I gave you first and last name there. You really can't see the arches because that's kind of how it's going to be, and you really can't see them anyway. So everybody's saying square. Is the blue permanent in the arches? No. The blue is not permanent, guys. Sorry about that. Hang on. I've been looking at this thing for several days, and I've already forgot about taking the blue out. Sorry, let me get that out of there. That might help. I think it's got some kind of a protective film on it. And as you know it, they've glued it together. Or no, here it goes. Here it is. All right. So again, it's probably going to be about, you can't even see the arches. So the arches don't matter. Yeah, we're going to probably not do arches. I'm going to use the arch one probably in where you can see the whole window, where we're not doing any drapes. Because if you look at this, let me take it out of the plastic. I think this looks much more traditional. This looks very colonial to me. It's kind of how I'm feeling. She's 1920s for sure, you can see, but look at her with that. Doesn't that look pretty awesome? I think this looks really good. Yeah, Tim, I'm going to save the arches for another one. So yeah, I'm loving her like this. She's looking good. All right, hang on. Yvonne, hopefully Yvonne, I want you to turn around and look away from the screen. I'm about to leave the set. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just right here gathering up some stuff. Chill out. So you remember this. This is a double window. This is what we used for Julene's clock case. What do you guys think of this? I'm talking about a single. I would just get a single one. And this is what it would look like. I'm not liking that too much. This makes me think of Arthur Treacher. Like a fish and chips place, back in the 70s. I'm saying no to... Yeah, I agree. Jody said too busy. Heidi, I agree with you. Melissa in South Carolina. Yes, Chipper. Yay. All right. This is not happening. So I think that we're all in agreement that this is going to be her window. This is our girl's window right here. One more time. That's her. Yeah, I don't know, Henry. I think that like, here's one with larger panes in it. This is a larger pane look. And I'm just going to put the drapes on there. I think I love the panes. I don't know what I think about this. I think I like this little one a lot. I think I'm loving the colonial look of this. I think I'm liking this a lot. I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm loving this. I think... Oh, she turned her back on you guys. Look, she's admiring the window. Look at that. Even she loves it. Hang on, let me turn around. I'm about to lose my license for doing lives. Here we go. Yes. Yes, if you're new here, I play with dolls. That's what I'm doing. I am a 60-year-old grown man playing with dolls, building doll houses. Get over yourself. That's how it is here. All right, hang on, guys. I had one more thing to show you. I think we're done with windows. So we've decided on this. This is our window. Hold on. I'm leaving the set. Okay, I know what it was I want to show you next. Okay, so we've got that part. Flooring. Let's talk about flooring. We all agreed on this flooring. Everybody said yes to this. You got it. This is safe. This is what's in her sister's houses. Both her sisters, Julene and, I always mess up on these names, Chevrine, they have this. And by the way, where is retired Smart Aleck? He has not been alive in a while. Is he here? I haven't seen him in a while because, this is his girl, Judine. I've got to send him a note because I haven't seen him in a while and haven't heard from him. So we need to find out where he is. Anywho, this is safe. So we can do this. But what I'm thinking for her, and by the way, here it is with the curtains. You see how that looks. But what I'm thinking is I want her to have carpet. Everybody, so no one's seen him. Yeah, I hope he's okay. I want her to have carpet, so I'm thinking of using this textured paper. It's embossed as carpet in her space. So she's going to have a carpeted space where her sisters have tile. Henry, is that a yes to carpet? Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. So yes, okay, Sarah, thank you. So everybody likes the idea. Yeah, I agree. I think that because she's kind of the... Steve jokingly said in the last live that this is her. She was married. It's her third marriage. What did he say? Her backstory is third marriage. She owned a video store. She owned a video store before Blockbuster. And she was very successful in a smaller town. She ended up selling it for big bucks to Blockbuster. And that's how she made her fortune. That's her backstory. So she's a woman of independent means. And because of that, she can afford carpet. Her sister's got tile. She's getting carpet. So yeah, I think she's going to get carpet. So I think we've got her carpet and her drapes, but they don't match. And that's okay. Shames, thank you. Carpet it shall be. I wish you guys could see this embossed paper. It's gorgeous. It is really, 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 really pretty. So that's what it's going to be. Here we go. So we've got that much settled. We've got a window. That's interesting. This window is just painted on. What's going to be nice about this window is I don't have to paint all the mullions. On the other windows, I have to paint the mullions by hand, and it's a pain in the rear end, so that's easy. So there we are. Now, what I haven't told you is that instead of using, which we're not using this, don't freak out. I'm just holding it up because I was thinking I wanted to go kind of a green theme for her, but we're not using this. This is way too green. What I did do, though, is I went to a dollhouse, a supplier, and I purchased several pieces of different wallpaper that is in the 1/12 scale. So it's scale wallpaper for dollhouses with floral tones. One of them is pink wisteria, green leaves, pink wisteria. One of them is very small pink roses on a green theme. But I think I'm going to go with a floral theme on the walls, and she's going to have these dark green drapes pulling out the green, and then the pink, of course, is in her dress. So that's how we're going to pull it all together. This is how it's happening. What did I miss that Steven said? Steven said that he could help make the carpet match the drapes. He absolutely can. And let me tell you, and it's going to look damn good when he's done, too. It will absolutely match. Oh, my God, I can't breathe. Oh, that was a good one. Absolutely. So anyway, my face is probably purple. I think it has totally turned red. Absolutely. Guys, oh, my God. Leave it to Steven to do that to me. So there it is. So thank you for your input. Stay tuned, because the next stop is going to be, this is the flooring piece. I've already cut the floor. You see how I write the word floor? I write the word floor on it so I remember. But this is already cut to go in so I can glue the carpet onto it, and we'll already be able to see that fairly quickly. So let me set this stuff to the side. Since we've done some color matching, trust me on this, it's going to look good. Tim is working on the Christmas tree, which should be here by the end of the week, which is really good. Or no, not end of the week. Tim, I think you said next week. I think that's right. Something like that. I know we're all still laughing about what's going on. But anyway, let me get back to this. This thing, just as a reminder, these parts that were marbleized before, like this part here at the top, is going to be gold. And this part is gold. And then I'm going to take the gold pen and put all the designs back into it. Yeah, Chipper, it's making progress. I don't know if you saw what I did on the inside, but for the very first time ever, I painted the ceiling white, and this is reflective surface, so we can get light reflected back in. So that's happening. Garrett, I missed you. You jumped in. Hello, Garrett. Welcome. Yeah, guys, the tree. I saw just pieces of the tree. Tim, I've got to learn to do that. I just think they're so beautiful. I love them. Anyway, so that's what's happening here. I am kind of done with this right now, so I'm going to move on to painting. So, Yvonne, I need you to look away. I'm leaving the set for just a second. I'll be right back. I've got to grab some paper. I'm just behind the wall. You can't see me, but I'm still here. I told you I wasn't gone far. I just want to put down some paper here, some craft paper, so that I don't get any paint all over my cutting surface. So what I want to do tonight is put some color onto these pieces. These are the feet for the clock and the other pieces. So we're going to put some paint on those, my trusty gold paint that I've already mixed and got it ready. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, but so you're ordering them too. Yeah, Jim, those are on. I don't know if you asked me, because several people have. Those mushrooms are on. Things are about to get real here, guys. I'm putting on the rubber gloves. Those things are on Wayfair, and they're on sale. Vivi, where have you been? I guess the question is, where have I been? Because I haven't done any lives, so it's my fault. So I'm glad you're here. Yes, this shirt is a Gay and May special. Look at these hands. These are really great. Heidi rewired a lamp. Heidi, congratulations for giving that a try. I'm so glad. This gold paint is Deco Art brand. I think I got this probably from Michael's. I haunt Michael's. that I would have been at Michael's tonight had I have I've not been doing a live. That's probably where I would have gone because I like looking around for things. Yeah. So Vivi, I am so glad that you're here. You've been busy in your garden too. I understand. Yeah. Totally, that's what I've been doing too. So I took today off and I have tomorrow off again. I took a couple of PTO days so I can spend some time in the garden. Today I was down here getting ready for doing this live for you guys because I want to kind of get back involved and I want to make sure that we get Judine's house done. You know, come on, let's get that behind us. And then we'll do other things. Who knows what we'll be doing down here. So I'm just putting a thin coat on here of gold, and I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'll probably come back and put a second coat on it. This goes pretty quick. This metallic paint is water-based, really good stuff. I just use an artist brush to do it. If I'm painting the cabinet itself, I'm using a house paint brush, which is a 1-inch brush. That's what I usually use. And this is one of my favorite raggedy brushes right here too, this old thing. So, love the tools. The lily that I line my linear path with. Are you talking about that looks like grass that grows along the edge, Kathy? Is that what you mean? Hold that question. Where did the black and white photo come from? Oh, you mean of me? Is that what you're talking about, Gay? The one that I put up today is my new... Yeah, Kathy, that's it's Liriope or Lirapi, depending on how you want to pronounce it. It's monkey grass, also called monkey grass. And I'll tell you in a minute, Gabe. The grass, here's what I want to tell you about the grass. It comes in two very ubiquitous colors. Dark green, and dark green is a spreading grass. So if you plant that, it's going to spread underground, and it's good for covering an area. But the variegated one, the one that I have, I think you saw on the pathway, is light green with white in it. That's a clumping variety, and that's really easy to keep in one spot, and you can easily take off some of the babies that grow out of the clump, and you can move them around to other parts of your garden. So yeah, that's what it's called. So that's your answer. Monkey grass, some people call it Liriope. I've always heard it Lirapi, but Liriope is another way people pronounce it. Gay, that photograph was me playing with my phone a little while ago. I actually hadn't taken a shower that day, so my hair was sticking up straight, so I just slicked it back and overexposed myself with the camera, of course. And God, this is a saucy night tonight. That's what I did, took the picture. So I thought it kind of looked like, it just looks so weird. So that's why I put it up today. I didn't like the other one that I had. Wasn't my, I never liked the profile pic that I put up before. Oh, it looks like a modeling photo. Yeah, it's just me modeling my my old man look. I was like embracing, being, getting that kind of high miles look. It's embracing it. Did you guys, I don't know if you've looked at my profile, but TikTok is constantly having me do new stuff, and I added something called Showcase. I don't know if you guys have looked at that. Please know that the products in my showcase, I just put it in there because I thought it looked fun. I haven't used any of it, so I don't know anything about any of it in there. I put some LED lights in there, garden lights, they were multicolored. They look like fireworks. That's the only thing in there I'm kind of tempted to purchase and see what it's like. It looks like they're solar. But take a look at that. That's something I just did this week, but it might be worth your time looking to see what's in there. Yeah, thank you, Lori. Yeah, we've been not doing so well with the likes on there, but everybody's thumb gets tired after a while. Oh, Chipper, yeah, it could. Yeah, it looks like an old photo. Yeah, it did. I did it in black and white, and then I just did the exposure setting where it was really high exposure, because it tended to take out a lot of the imperfections. It just kind of washed them away, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But it's sitting there on my phone, and I decided I will just use it. But yeah, I look a lot like my dad, that's for sure. And I did a little, this past week I did that video about him. Things with my dad have certainly changed. My thoughts of him have changed and softened. We had a challenging relationship. We were really two different people. And the reason I think somebody else asked me about, I missed a comment there. I just saw it pass by, guys. I'm sorry about that. But someone asked me about my dad's name. I think it was Grandma Donna asked me if I was named after my dad, because he's also a Roger. But they did not name me fully after my dad, because my dad didn't want me to be called Junior. That he didn't want that to happen to me. We're from the South, and that would have absolutely happened. My name would have been Junior. How tall are the ladies? I found a beautiful lady and thought, oh, these ladies, they're 4 inches tall. These ladies are 4 inches. Yeah. Hey, Jay Marie, welcome to the live. So if that's what you're talking about, and the figures need to be about 4 inches tall. This guy here, my sister gave me this one. This one's 5 inches tall. So because his scale is different, we're going to do a library themed clock case for him, but he's just a little bit bigger, so I have to deal with different furniture. But I've gotten really used to using the 4-inch size figures. So yeah, so if you see them out there, and by the way, if you guys see something on eBay that you think's interesting, you want me to see it, like Tim did. Tim sent me the listing or told me about it, and I went and looked at it, and I purchased the 3 figures. That's how we got them, because Tim found them. So if you are out there and you see something interesting, just send me the link, and the email address is in my profile. That's all you have to do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, you're from Blue Boy and Pinky, I think is what my mom always called her, Pinky and Blue Boy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Chipper, you want that staircase so bad. Well, I'm going to have to find a really, really, really large. What about, okay, listen. The clock cases just aren't big enough. I've already tried to noodle this out. But what if we did a library theme with a library ladder? What if we did that? We could do a library ladder. That would give you something close to a staircase. We'll try to do it. But, I haven't found the clock case for that, because I've already decided that one down here is going to be the Halloween one, which I know you guys wanted to do, which I think will be fun. But the library theme one, I think is going to be a lot of fun to do. Darker colors. We're not going to be doing all the glamour stuff. There won't be any floral wallpaper and stuff like that. So I'm just putting a quick coat of gold on these pieces. That's what I'm doing here. These are actually real metal. These are, what is this, Corinthian? What's Corinthian, Doric, and Ionic? Aren't those the 3 caps for a column? Tim, I'm sure you can tell me what they are, but I think it's Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian, and this looks like Corinthian to me. Yeah, I love bookstores with library ladders. Me too, love them. Let's not push a spiral staircase. Tim, I knew you would know. Absolutely. It's funny, we probably all sat in art class, and that's the one part where we paid attention. Oh, architecture, this is interesting. Never forget. Yeah, and these are definitely Corinthian. Corinthian's the fancy one. Almost done here. So what's interesting is these pieces are metal, and I'm so glad they didn't fall off the clock. So a lot of times this stuff falls off, and you lose it. So I'm so glad that I have all the pieces. The columns themselves, this is the column. You see it's just a half piece, it's wood. And again, how these survived, however old that clock case is, I have no idea. But it's decades old, and that this stuff did not fall off. What I did find out, though, in cleaning the clock case, someone had tried to shine it with auto wax, waxed it, because there was auto wax in a lot of the cracks and stuff. I had to clean it all out before I could paint it. But yeah, they definitely put wax on it, thinking that was going to make it shiny and pretty. Got some tiny little nails in here. Oh, wait a minute. Did somebody say something to me that I'm ignoring? Okay, was it me? You said something too. I can't see the comments all the time if I'm not looking. What did I miss? All right, holding, waiting for the comment. Holding. Silence. Oh, it's Henry's comment? Okay. Oh, it's pinned? What do you have against spiral stair? Well, unpin that. Okay, you want to know what I have against spiral staircases? Here's what I have against it. My mom's brother in the 1970s, he and his wife built a house, not entirely, but they finished the house they broke down pallets, literal pallets, and that's the subflooring in their house. And in that house, they had a guy make them a spiral staircase. the house was really weird. And the spiral staircase, I don't know. I just never liked it. I think that was where I started disliking it, is the beginning of that. And then in 1980, my parents bought a house, and we lived in this house in South Carolina that looked like a barn. And the way you got upstairs was in a silo. I'm not joking. There was a silo on the front of the house with a cap on it and everything. It looked like a silo. So the house looks like a barn, a silo on the side of it. And inside the silo was the spiral staircase. And that's how you got upstairs. You went up the spiral staircase inside the silo. It came out on a balcony that went into the rest of the upstairs of the house. That's why I don't like spiral staircases. Not that I didn't think the silo looked cool. It looked like a corn silo. Yeah, the silo was a round, I don't know how they did it, but they did a round silo. It was covered with cedar shakes on the outside and had a cap on it like a silo on the roof cap. And somehow they were able to get the drywall bent. And I think they did it by wetting the drywall and then putting it on there and letting it dry. So it was a round interior, but drywalled. Unbelievable that they did it. So you asked, I told you, now you know the rest of the story. That's right, I have trauma. I have PTSD related to spiral staircases. I just, they're kind of modern-y looking too. And these things are super traditional. That's what I think. So, but what do I know? It does sound weirdly amazing. It was, I was 16 when my parents bought that house. And, being a 16-year-old, I thought it was pretty cool then. But as you get older, because later on I had little kids and we'd go visit my mom, and you're chasing little kids up and down the spiral staircase. You get a little dizzy after a couple of turns, It got old. Definitely did. Star-shaped shower heads. Yeah, do you remember those? They existed. Star-shaped shower heads were back in the day. My grandparents had one of those things. That's funny you said that, because I have a memory, a weird, I think we've talked about this. I have a weird memory attached to this. I think I told you guys about it in one of my lives. Melissa, it's in Greenwood. The house is still there. It's in Greenwood, South Carolina. The house was built in 1973. That's right, Mary. You have a great memory. That's right. My grandparents. I thought you did not know that. Wow, you guys must have taken notes. Yeah, I was. I had a lot of childhood issues related to that shower head for some reason. I have no idea why. But I've often thought that my grandma, who kept me for 2 weeks, I think she must have laid me in there to give me a bath as a baby and probably accidentally turned the water on me or something, from the shower head accidentally. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't understand it any other reason. And no therapist could help me unlock it. Even hypnotherapists couldn't understand where that was coming from, because it was very perplexing. I'm going to paint these. Chipper, I know you don't like them, but doesn't this remind you of Scrooge? Doesn't it just remind you that you're going to see Marley's face in this if you look at it? Come on. Work with me, people. This is the knocker on Ebenezer Scrooge's door, for sure. Tim, I know you're with me on it. But I'm going to put the gold on it so it will match. I think as kids, we all thought about a lion door knocker as being a little scary because of watching A Christmas Carol. Because all of them pretty much feature this knocker. So I'm painting my knockers, guys. That's what I'm doing here. See, this is the kind of live we're having tonight. Carpets, drapes, and knockers, and whatever else we're going to talk about. We're off the chain tonight. The reason I'm painting these, even though they were already gold, is I want the gold to be the same on all of them. I want it to match. There we go. So there's one down. Chipper. Who sent me this? It's either Chipper or Gay. I can't remember. This is from one of you guys. Somebody mailed me this. I love this little thing. I'm trying to figure out how to use it. It is Chipper. Yep. I thought so, Chipper. So it lays here right on my desk. I keep it here all the time. It hasn't found a home yet. I know you did. You didn't fid. You don't have to fix that. I fid. So, Gay, I want to tell you again that I really appreciate the idea of these shirts. I would have never thought of it. I sent you an email today. I think I told you that wearing these type of shirts is not anything I've ever done. But one of them I've already worn outside into the light of day. That's how much I like wearing them. So they're really pretty shirts. I think it might be an age-related thing. Who knows? The Tommy Bahama line looks like this, and I always laughed about Tommy Bahama was for my grandpa, but now I get the Tommy Bahama catalog mailed to me. I just got a piece of mail today. I put it on Steve's desk. I'm like, I think this was for you, Steve, but it had my name on it. Yeah, the shirts are fun. They really are. I think because we end up losing our color everywhere else, and so this really is a nice thing to do. Holy moly, Trish, that was a good one. No, and they don't attract, she asked if they attract bees. No, nothing's trying to pollinate me. It's not happening. And doesn't attract flies either, just so you know. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it. It is really super fun. But I think a lot of guys wear these shirts, especially I see older men wearing these things. They love them, yeah. Maybe he would. And Steve can probably, yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, I know you can't stop looking at them. A hummingbird. Yeah, there are so many designs. So, yeah, I ordered one, and I just sent it back yesterday, but I ordered one myself, and I thought it was going to look really great, but when I put it on, it was just too bright. It was Brady Bunch. It didn't work at all. It had giant daisies on it, like totally 1960s. It didn't work. Evidently, I don't have good taste in picking these, so I let AI do it for me. This is chosen by AI. Yeah, Gay, and you don't want to know Steve's size. No, he's okay. Yeah, it's definitely happy. Yeah, I like to tease Steve that he's one size larger than me. So, you know, I like passing him my clothes that I think, you know what, this is just too big for me, Steve. You want to try it? Yeah, fun for the beach. It's fun for any time, I think. I'm going to the Kroger in this. Yeah, it's good stuff. Well, the hardware is now painted, so, and this is why I wear my gloves, because even though this paint's easy to clean off, and I want to tell you something else, because of Yvonne, I make sure I have, this is a wet, damp paint towel that I keep handy to get the paint off of everything, because Yvonne, thank you for telling me you need to have everything handy. I even have a bowl of water here for rinsing my brush out. I am fully prepared, and I appreciate that you've taken the time to coach and advise the way you have and help me kind of create the space. And also, this is, you know, these whole lives have been such a group effort because you guys have helped. Pretty much all of this is input from this group of people. And the shirts, all the credit goes to Gay and May, because the shirts, you know where this started with the gift she sent, and I just think it's an awesome idea, and I love these things now, so it's been really fun. And Yvonne, again, your part in this is as the coach and the advisor, which no one else is kind of privy to it's the information you send, but Yvonne's in the business, and it has a lot of really good information and knowledge about how this kind of thing works and how to put these lives together. That's why I have 35 people in this live. So we're kind of at a point. I know we've only been 42 minutes into this thing tonight. It's not exactly going to be a full hour tonight, and I don't want to keep you guys on here blibbering and blabbering on, but we are at this point now with this clock case. I'm going to be putting the carpet together and working on that. I need to dry these pieces too and put a second coat of paint on them. And I don't think we want to be running. Henry, look, Henry. It's Vidal Sassoon. If Vidal doesn't look good, you don't look good. So yeah, and see, Vidal's got issues. You hear that? Vidal, I have to stand on the GFCI into the cord in order for it to work. That's how old it is. What would you say this thing is? 1980s? Probably this brown. I don't know how old this thing is. I found it at Goodwill like 15 years ago, and it's been drying paint for years and years, but it's done a lot of good work. Yeah, yeah, exactly. If you don't look good, I don't look good. Vidal Sassoon. I think that was the old tagline. But I am going to be drying this here in a moment, yeah. I hope it doesn't die. I do. I'm going to have to cut the GFCI protected thing off because I'm not using it near a bathtub anyway, so it's no worry that I'm going to throw it in the tub with myself or something like that. I'm probably going to get my live disconnected for having said those words together, but I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to fix it for sure. So anything else before I call this live tonight? Guys, I hate to call it a little bit early, but I'm going to. But is there anything, anybody has questions about gardening or anything like that since you're on here? I'm happy to answer it. Things you've seen in the videos. I want to remind you guys, if you aren't looking at Chipper Doodle's videos, take a look at what she's posted about her garden. She's got some great garden pictures in there now she's posting. And, you know, I don't look at videos that often because I'm always creating or videoing or something or another, and I don't typically look over at other people's stuff that often. And so sometimes when I'm on my phone, it'll say, like today it said Chipper Doodle posted a video, so then I just clicked over and saw it. And I saw Tim was right behind me. I think Tim's really good about his supporting everybody. Better than I am about doing that. Tim's my brother from another mother. That's what I call him. Yes, and Melissa in South Carolina, I'll be visiting you in about a week. We'll be down there to see your parents' garden. I'm so excited to do that. Shames, thank you for joining. Tim, awesome to have you here. Chipper, Mary Therese, Lori, Gay and May, guys, everybody, Vivi, and Groovy. I haven't seen Groovy for a while, but if you guys can think about it, I'm going to reach out and see what's going on with RSA, Retired Smart Aleck, because I haven't seen him in a while. But all, thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys on the next live, which hopefully will be probably Tuesday of next week. See you later.